What's up, guys? I'm Randy. Welcome back to the channel. We're back with another product review, but not just any product review. We've got the cutting edge technology of the world's first ever contactless to open safe. This is the XEGIS Palm Vein Recognition Desktop Safe. So, what's so special? Well, unlike traditional fingerprint biometric safes that require you to have dry and clean hands to perfectly align your fingerprint in order to open it, or else, it will lead to devastating failures, the XEGIS uses a built-in infrared sensor and AI learning chip to read your vein patterns as unique, uncopyable, and secure, even in complete darkness. And what's really nice is that it's all stored locally, so no cloud to upload and zero privacy risk. This is the box that it comes in. Nothing fancy, just a regular cardboard box with the XEGIS branding on it and a little illustration of the safe itself. You open that up and you can see that it comes packaged pretty nice and neat. You have two foam inserts on the side, keeping it nice and secure. And the safe itself is wrapped in cellophane. Inside of the box, you also get a quick start manual, an initial setup manual, and then a user's manual that has a QR code in the very front page so you can scan this and watch a video if you don't want to read. Inside of the manual itself has a lot of illustration, which is pretty nice. I like pictures because words are just born without pictures. You also have looks like, I don't know, number 10 screws by 1 inch, which is pretty nice and solid looking. You also have an Allen key. You have a security cable, which is very, very durable. And then last but not least, your USB charging cable. I must say, this thing really looks sleek and modern. It looks really cool if you ask me. Once you unwrap it, you'll find two master keys inside of a small Ziploc bag behind the safe, which we'll use to gain access for the first time. But we'll get into that in a second. First, I just want to go over and give you the dimensions. It's 12.25 wide by 9.5 inches long and 2.5 inches in depth. And it weighs 3 pounds, 3 ounces. Now let's use the master key to gain access. All right, now that you have it open for the very first time, you're going to see in your right-hand corner at the very bottom here, there's going to be a power switch, a little toggle switch that gives you power. You just turn that on, and then you'll see the display screen on standby. It gives you the humidity and the temperature and the battery life that's left. And all that is being powered by a rechargeable internal battery there, that once that gets low and you want to recharge it, you just lift that up and you plug in your USB-C charging cable right inside of that port, and it will charge it right up. But on a full battery, that'll give you up to 6 months. Now looking at it, it looks pretty well built. It looked like it was constructed with quality material. It's not deforming or bending in at the sides or anything like that. So I would say overall the fit and finish is pretty nice. Now mind you, it's not going to stop someone determined with a crowbar from getting in, but if you have kids, it'll keep the kids out. Or if you have guests coming over, you put your pistol in there or whatever valuables you have and you want to store it in there, it'll definitely keep those people out. On the inside, you see you have this foam insert that you just pull out to gain access to the pre-drill holes, so you can mount this to the desktop or whatever you choose to. But it does have these pre-drill holes right below the foam insert, and then when you're done, you could just gently put that back in. Now let's get into programming it. Now that the power is on, you could get rid of the key. We're not going to need that. And make sure whatever you do not put the key inside of the safe, guys. I know a lot of people like to keep this key inside of the safe, but that's really defeating the purpose, because once the battery goes out and your key's inside, how are you going to get access? You got to charge it up and wait till it gets charged up. So don't do that. Put the key someplace where you could find it, you and only you could find it, or your wife, or whatever the case is. But don't put it inside of the safe, all right? Now that let's close this, and we're going to open it with the default password, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is the default passcode that they send. With it open and the screen lit up, you're going to re-enter your passcode, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You'll hear the beeping letting you know that it's ready for programming. Press and hold 1 for 3 seconds. You'll see that the screen changed to setting mode. Now enter your desired password, which let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Now it goes back to standby, letting you know that's programmed. Let's test it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There you go. And let's try the old password. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope. It double beeps to let you know that's incorrect. So let's go back to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now that's locked in. Now let's go ahead and record your palm print. With the door open again, you're going to re-enter your passcode. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're going to hear the beeping again, and this time you're going to press and hold 2 for 3 seconds. Now it's going to say scanning. Place your hand 4 to 8 inches above that scanner, and it's going to go back to standby, letting you know that it recorded your palm print. Let's go ahead and test it out. Let's test the left hand now. Nothing. Nothing. And there you go. Make sure you test it out, then you're all set. And you could record up to 50 different palm prints if you choose to. Now I want to demonstrate what kind of configuration you could keep inside of your safe. As you can see, I have a full-size Canik TTI Combat with an optic, with a light, and another compact size pistol. Next up, I have a Mac DS 1911 as well as another Glock 26 size pistol, both with optics. Next up, I have a Shadow Systems MR920P with a Holosun optic, a flashlight, and I have a Glock 19 with an extended mag. And lastly, I want to show you my personal configuration. This is what I keep by my bedside nightstand. I have a Springfield Hellcat Pro with an optic, with a mounted light. I also have a handheld flashlight, as well as 2 extra mags. And you can see there's still plenty of room for anything else that you might want to keep in there. But this is my personal configuration. Now, this is not a sponsorship. I'm not getting paid for this or anything like that, but I still want to thank Lucy and the team over there for sending the safe out to the channel in exchange for an honest review. Because after testing it out for a couple of days, I can tell you right now, this is going to replace my existing bedside safe that I've had for about 4 years. You see, for the last 2 years or so, I leave it open when I go to sleep so I could get to my firearm in fear of failure to open or failure to read my fingerprint when I go to sleep and I wake up in an emergency due to anxiety or something like that. But this safe, the XEGIS Safe, really got you covered and take care of that major issue. Let me demonstrate. I leave my safe open like this at night when I go to bed because if you wake up from a bump in the night or a terrifying sound, you're still half asleep, mixed with adrenaline leading to sweaty palms, trembling fingers, and anxiousness. All of that leading to fingerprint failure. Now let's see how the palm reader performs under the same conditions. So as you can see from that demonstration, the XEGIS is a clear winner. But if you're still not impressed, let's take it a step further. Let's try it out with wet hands, lotioned hands, and dirty hands, shall we? All right, so as you can see, we have both safes side by side. Let's give it a quick test to ensure they're functioning properly. All good. Now let's try with wet hands. All right, my hands is nice and wet. Let's check this out. No good. Good. Now let's test it out with some lotioned hands. Well, I needed some lotion anyway. Why you guys didn't tell me my hands was ashy? Man, this thing is just sliding all over the place. Nope. Nothing there. Now, let's say your hands is dirty, you're doing work around the house or working on your vehicle or whatever, and you need to get into your safe. Let's try it with a dirty palm, dirty fingers, and see. All right, on the third or fourth attempt, that worked. On the first attempt, that worked. So there you have it. Now I want to stimulate a real life emergency with your heart racing, your adrenaline is pumping, everything is going. Let's see how this works. All right. Well, that was in. So, everything in a nutshell, I must say I'm pretty impressed and I'm pretty happy with the safe. If you're impressed and you want to pick one up for yourself or someone else, I'm going to leave the direct link in the description box below along with my personal discount code to save you guys 20% off. Now, keep in mind that this could make it for a great gift for someone elderly like your parents or someone like that who has shaky hands, faded fingerprints, or who forgets passcode easily. I'm just saying. That's going to do it for this one. Y'all stay blessed, stay safe, or be dangerous. Peace out.